All right, everybody, I hope you are ready for a great strength workout. Never miss a Monday. Starting off the month, new stuff. So it's a good one. All you really need is a kettlebell or dumbbell. Going through them real quick. Yep, that's all that you are going to need today.
Getting off easy today.
Right? Well, last month
you don't have to do the scavenger hunt around the house.
We literally threw from pillows to balls to
step
paper
stools.
plates to step stools, everything.
Yeah.
People were getting creative last month.
Yes.
This month, a kettlebell.
Yeah.
That's all that you're going to need for this one. So, got to get started with our jumping jacks, seal claps, and crisscrosses. If you are new to us, welcome Coach Amy, Coach Corey. And today is the strength day, so get ready to lift some heavy stuff.
Let's do
We have
it.
our jumping jacks, seal claps, crisscrosses ready. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Arms out in front of the chest up nice and wide, ready to begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Arms wide. Feet wide, let's crisscross in the middle, ready to begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, now let's get our kettlebell. Heavy is good, medium heavy is good. If it's really, really light, something that, because it's the first exercise of the month, you should be okay. By the time the month goes on, you might want to migrate to something a little bit heavier, call our people that perform better, and maybe upgrade your weight. So, first one that we are going to do is a single arm, single leg deadlift. We've done a lot of these. What we're going to do now is really confuse the body and activate a lot of the core, because whatever leg you will be standing on is going to be the same side that's going to be holding the weight. Now, when you do this one, inevitably you want to turn, okay? Body's going to try to brace using its hip, the hip bone and socket. You don't want that. You want to brace with your core. So we're going to try to keep our shoulders square. And how I do it is I pretend that there's a kettlebell in the other hand as well. And what I want to do is keep my hands even. So I go down and come right back up. Lower it down and come back up, okay? So we're gonna do that for 45 seconds on one side, 45 seconds on the other side. Then we're gonna take it down to the floor, and we're gonna do either a plank row or a plank hold. Because I have the kettlebell, it's easier for me to just do the hold. It is a legit plank, all right? So plank position here, and I'm going to pick the weight up just ever so slightly off the ground. I'm just going to kind of let it hover. If you have a dumbbell and you can get that full extension, maybe give yourself a little plank row. Otherwise, just not even an inch off the floor, just so you can see a little sunlight underneath of it. And you're going to hold that position for 45 seconds. Now, not everybody can hold a plank for 45 seconds, so hold it until you can't hold it anymore, and then just put that hand down on the ground. As the month goes on, if you're only able to do it for 20 seconds, and by the end of the month you can hold it for 40 seconds, still not the whole 45, but it's 100% improvement by the end of the month. So look at the progress that you're making over the course of the month versus, oh, I couldn't hold it for the full 45 seconds. Well, did you improve? Yes, great, you got stronger. All right, I need a stopwatch.
Yes.
You need a weight, I need a stopwatch.
Since I have my buffet of kettlebells.
Right? All right.
I like that word.
Buffet of kettlebells.
Cardio buffet.
Okay.
Buffet of kettlebells.
All right, 45 seconds. Ready and begin. So if you're standing on your right, your kettlebell or dumbbell should be on your right side. If you're standing on your left, kettlebell or dumbbell should be on your left side. Keep your shoulders square and your hips square. There is no rush on this one. We still have 20 seconds left.
Nice and steady.
If you need to tap the foot down for a little extra balance or check your balance, go for it. By the end of the month, let's see if you can do the whole thing. And time.
Ooh, just in the nick of time.
Right? Just.
The stabilizers are heading south.
If you're barefoot like us, you might feel, especially that pinky toe, really grabbing and trying to dig in. Your feet have very similar musculature as your hands, so it should be trying to grab the floor, which is a good thing. You want that to happen.
Yeah.
Other side now, other side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's just
Woo!
get them done.
That
It's
plank-
the other leg.
That plank work is going to be
Plank work's gonna be tough.
fun.
It's okay. We got it. They're all pros at home. Ready and begin. If you want to mix it up mid-month, you could spend this 45 seconds in the plank hold. If you start on your right side, you might start next workout on your left side. Oh, my foot is grabbing. It's hard to do, and also watch the timer.
I can imagine. You've got your work cut out for you.
Oh, my core. And time. Woo!
Oh.
When people do that and it's the same side, our body doesn't like it. Our body likes that cross pattern. So if I'm balancing on my left, it likes to hold the weight in the right. Because we're holding it on one side, the outside of that shin, that the muscle there is flexing and trying to stabilize, and so it really does wake the body up. All right, let's go to our plank hold. Again, you can either row or you can hold. You can just start by holding the plank if you're new to the plank. Ready and begin. Have your feet apart. That's going to be key. Keep those hips square. Good news, we've made it 20 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
Woo, this is hard to talk and do.
There's no talking.
No talking. 5 more seconds. And time.
Oh.
That made me shake.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh. This is how you hold a plank during an earthquake.
That was crazy.
All right. Plank hold again. Here's what you're really doing. As opposed to pulling yourself up or pulling the weight up, you are resisting pulling yourself down. That's where that core really comes in.
Yep.
All right, we'll go another 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and begin. Get those feet wide. Hands should be under your shoulder, not under your eyeballs. If your back leg starts to float, that's okay too. "20-second mark.
Oh gosh.
You got it. Keep fighting. 15 to go. Lock it down, lock it down. "5 seconds. And time.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Okay, for anyone out there that body, their nervous, circulatory, muscular, all the systems, if they are not warmed up right now, NIH is right down the road. Let them do some experiments on you, find out why. Because there's something wacky about you.
Oh boy, water break time.
Yes. So a lot of times people ask about core because they think of crunches and they think of twists and they think of things like that. What those two movements did, they're what we call anti-rotation. You are resisting rotation. So the single arm, single leg deadlift is resisting rotation, and that hold is resisting rotation. All good core stabilization movements as well. We often lift, we actually do more anti-rotation in life than rotation, so it's good to practice that anti-rotation. All right. We have 4 different strength elements. We're gonna go for how long? 3.5 minutes? 3.5 minutes. Then we have a how long break?
A minute.
Minute rest.
Yeah.
In that minute rest is when I'm gonna show you the next exercise, okay? So the first exercise we have is a half to full press. If you have a kettlebell, I like using the kettlebell like this. One hand on the handle, one hand supporting the bell. If you have a dumbbell, you can hold it just like this, okay? So those are the 2 ways to do it. If you have a really light dumbbell like a 10, then you might do a single arm, or you have a really light kettlebell, you might do a single arm with it. We are going to do a half to full overhead press. So I'm going halfway up, my arms are 90-degree bent, down, full extension, back down. So half rep, down, full rep, down. You'll do 6 on one side, 6 on the other side. If you're just doing the single dumbbell, it's half, still getting 90 degrees, back down, full press, back down. 6 to 8, then we'll rest. Make sure you get that 30 to 45 seconds of rest.
Yeah.
Then do it again, rest, do it again, rest, do it again, rest. If you're like me, you have a hat, you gotta turn it around. Still doesn't help out with the big nose. I gotta miss the nose too. All right. Timer.
All right. Are you ready, Coach?
Yes, turn up your music,
Yeah,
everybody.
turn up your
Turn up your tunes.
All right, going in, 3, 2, 1, and begin.
I gotta figure out which side I want to do. All right.
All right.
Half, down, full, down. Coach is using a stance where our feet are side by side. I'm in a stagger stance here. Whatever gives you the best stabilization. Halfway up, all the way down. All the way up, all the way down. Half, full.
All right, guys, make sure that core is locked down. Keep those glutes tight, abdominal muscles tight.
Woo! It doesn't take much weight in that one. Woo!
That half to full is an extra special treat.
Extra special, a little bonus. That's why we put it as the first exercise and not the 4th exercise.
You guys would be writing us some nasty notes.
You would need a few different levels of kettlebells for those. The other way is if you feel as you're pressing, your back is arching a little bit, go down to that half kneeling position, which is what I'm going to do for this round. All right, we got 6.
You know when the coaches aren't talking too much.
Feel
We're starting to feel the challenge.
the burn. Now, if you are doing these and you don't have a lighter weight, but you're not getting the 6, get 4, get 3, and then switch to the other side. Do 3. Our goal is to see progression through the month. So you do 3 on one side, 3 on the other side, and you rest. And then the next week you're able to do 4 and 4 and you rest. And then 5 and 5 and 6 and 6. By the end of the month you hit all 6. It's 100% improvement. All right, I'm only going to get 1 on each side, I think. Maybe 2. All right.
I'm satisfied with that.
Yeah, I'm going to feel that tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm going to feel that tomorrow. I'm glad we didn't do this in February with the amount of shoveling that we had to do. And then all those shoulders, that would not have been.
Yeah, I think they said it was like 10 out of 22 days in a row where we had snow. So that's like a lot for
It's a lot.
our area.
All right. What we're going to do now is a half rack squat. So I'm going to hold the kettlebell or dumbbell on one side, get a full squat, and stand back up. I'll do 6 on one side, 6 on the other side. If your weight is really heavy, then go with a goblet hold. Just go with a goblet squat. Okay? All right, 10 seconds.
Get your
Let me get
drink on.
That's what I like about this timing sequence is you don't have to rush. Work at your level. If you need a little bit more recovery time, take it. We don't want to turn it into cardio, that's for sure. Not with the cardio we have planned this month.
Yeah. That's any indication.
If you get 5 on each side, if you get 4 on each side. All right, if you do have kettlebells, I'll demonstrate with a lighter kettlebell. I see some people hold the kettlebell out to the side like this or up on their shoulder, okay? You want to keep the back of your arm pressed right into the ribs and the kettlebell's in close. You should be able to set your chin right on your fist, okay? That's a good indication you have it in place. If it starts fatiguing and you feel like doing this, assist it, support it with the other hand. It's still one side loaded. And then, obviously, if need be, go to that goblet hold. Woo! All right, coach.
Here we go.
If you say so. If you want to know who has stronger legs, Coach Amy or Coach Corey. We're doing the same amount of weight, and she's doing more reps. That's okay. I can. Her mind's name is Wonder Woman for a reason.
Gives me something to live up to every day.
Yeah, Wonder Woman. Shaker cup.
That's right. It's inspiring. We all need a little inspiration.
Me, I'm wearing start exercising, start training. It needs to be like stop whining.
Just get after
Yeah.
it.
No one cares.
Just get after
All
it.
right.
Here we go. Last one.
I'm
Right?
gonna get one more set in.
Yeah, I think we can.
I need to get one of them Bruno's sweatshirts that says, "You don't have to train today. The world needs mediocre people as well." Woo, if you did not have your music up on that one, not only did you hear grunts, but probably my knees as well. Don't turn the volume up on that one.
Boy, we did a couple of tough ones just now. Overhead presses, half rack squats.
It's good.
And opener, Monday's legit.
Monday's legit. We're not holding back.
No, but I'm just thinking
March,
like
we're coming in like a lion.
you're not gonna want to like not get enough sleep or water. Or
Oh
all
yeah,
that
you've
over
got to
weekend.
do the other,
Oh,
the intangibles.
Monday will not be fun.
All right, we're doing a supinated row, half to full. Remember we did the half to full for the rows, or for the overhead press. This one we're starting at the belly button. It's halfway down, up, all the way down, all the way up. Okay, so you want to keep that tension. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the tempo we are looking for. And we're going to do 10 to 12 of these. Most people start that half rep at the bottom. You want to start the half rep at the belly button. And the palms are facing out. If you can. Some people have dumbbells and that's not something that they can do. And you have to adjust. Maybe you hold just on the sides again. Flat back.
Ooh. What would you do if you had a dumbbell?
So you just wouldn't be able to supinate it. So it would be here, half down, all the way down.
Oh, okay, so you'd have to have that neutral.
You'd have to have a neutral grip instead of a supinated grip. Yeah.
A little different.
Unfortunately. Yeah. If you have it light, if I had like a 10-pound weight, I would do a single arm, half
Yeah, that's probably
to
another.
full. If you have
Something
a,
that's maybe a little bit closer to that.
if you have a lighter weight, 7.5, 10, even a 12.5 for some people.
That makes sense.
So if you were doing a half single arm for the overhead press, you'll probably do a single arm for this row.
Ooh!
Burning. All right, we should feel this in the upper part of the back. We do not want to feel this in the lower part of the back. If you're feeling it in the lower part of the back, it's usually because we're rounding our back as opposed to supporting ourselves with our legs. If that's the case, you can easily put your butt up against the wall. Lean into it until you get that form, and then just move an inch away from the wall.
Makes sense.
I'll give you one more set in. I've been doing more of this.
That's okay. I won't
Then
have
of
been getting
this.
3 of anything anyways.
Been working out my vocal cords more than my muscles.
Alright guys, about 20 seconds to go. Kind of plot out your finish line here.
Five more seconds.
Oh.
You don't have to go all the way to the whistle, but you should stop at the whistle.
Ooh. Mamma mia.
All right. The last one we're gonna do is a sumo deadlift. So, just like we do a sumo squat, where our feet are turned out and our motion is straight up, straight down, the deadlift, we have a slight bend in our knees and our butt goes back. And then I stand up tall. I lock everything out at the top, but then I have to be able to send my hips back, okay? So it was as if I was going to touch my butt to the wall and stand up. That's very different than squatting up and down where there's no chance of my butt hitting the wall. So sink it back, stand up. All right.
Now if you're
Now,
lightweight.
a lightweight, you can do a single arm. You're gonna do 10 to 12, or since Coach Amy has a heavier weight than I do, I'm gonna do a single arm sumo deadlift.
Now if you're not comfortable with this sumo pattern, switch to the traditional deadlift.
Yeah, the sumo, you have to send those hips back. If you don't, you're gonna feel it tomorrow morning when you wake up, or you're just gonna do more squats. You don't need any more squats this session.
Right.
Woo.
Wow. And the telltale sign of doing a deadlift properly, gotta feel it in the glutes. That's always the checkpoint, right?
Good.
You feel it in your quads, so you're doing more squatty. If you're feeling it in the low back, recheck the form.
That's right. Yeah, if you're doing single arm, I put mine on my lower back here. It's very hard to round my back here. Actually, it feels weird in my shoulder to do that. So if I put my hand in my lower back, I can keep a nice flat back as I do my movement.
My feet are slipping
Sliding
a little bit. So I'm trying to, I usually would put them maybe a little bit wider, but I don't want to do the splits. There we go, guys. Butt back, butt forward. Pressing those feet into the floor.
Woo.
Yeah, it gives a little different sensation than trying to grip.
Grip. Yeah, I don't want to be on record doing the splits. That is it's not a good look for me. It's not something I can even do.
No.
Been
That's a no-go.
long time.
Yeah. Whew. All right, this has been a...
We got one more. I'm gonna get one more set in. Trying to let my heart rate come down. So first week for us doing this, and the first week is always the most challenging because we don't have that neuromuscular coordination built up yet. Our brain is still learning or relearning these movement patterns. And so it's a little more fatiguing. Be light in your toes, heavy in your heels.
Oh.
Woo!
Feel that.
All right.
Woo.
All right, now is a great time to get a drink. All right. All right, so our next one is our power finisher. We're doing a move that makes me nervous on turf, but y'all should be able to do it. If you got carpet, whatever, at home. If you're on hardwood or tile or something like that, you may want to put some shoes on. We're going to do lateral bounds with a transfer. So, whether it's a dumbbell or a kettlebell, we're going to jump. If I'm standing on my left, jumping to the right, the weight's got to be in my right hand. So think about it. I always start this way. And that way I know I'm jumping off my left and I got the weight in the right hand. So it's opposite. And I'm going to jump and jump. Jump and jump. Now what's the most important part of this? It's the jump. It's the bound. Okay? So what I sometimes see is people get really nervous and they kind of go and they're in place like this. Even though they're switching hands, they've lost the bound. So if you're nervous about it, or you're like, oh my gosh, I'm doing this on tile floor, if I drop my weight, right? Then put the weight down and do really, really awesome lateral bounds, okay? If it's a kettlebell, it's the same thing. I'll demonstrate it a little later on. So here, switch, 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 switch. I gotta get that good lateral bound. 30 seconds, then 30 seconds of rest. Then we're gonna go to the plank position, and our feet are gonna squeeze together, our legs are squeezed together, and we're just gonna hop from side to side. So from the plank position, I think of where one hand is to where the other hand is, and I just hop side to side for 30 seconds and rest. So in 6 minutes, we're done. Bounds, hops, got rest in between. Ready?
Ready.
What timer has a 30-30 on it?
On 5.
All right. All right, get your weight.
Get your weight ready.
Let me, you demonstrate the kettlebell, demonstrate the
Okay. I think
dumbbell.
I'm gonna go.
I think that's a good option.
I think we'll do this. Okay. All right, going in. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Switch.
All right.
Make sure you're getting a good lateral bound. If you're not getting a good lateral bound, or you think, man, I could do better with my lateral bound, then set the weight down. The bound is the most important part. The kettlebell or the dumbbell forces a whole lot more core control, but you still gotta stay explosive. Because after all, it is the power portion.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Let that heart rate come down. Let me fire up on my eyes and see what I got here.
Need to get that positive reinforcement.
Yeah. Hopping. So my hands are shoulder width apart. My feet are going to hop shoulder width apart.
All right, here we go.
Oh. 10 seconds in. Keep going. "20 seconds. 10 to go. And time.
Woo.
Catch your breath. Some deep breaths are good right now. We want to get as much oxygen into our body as we possibly can. O2 is good.
Whew.
All right.
Getting ready.
3, 2, 1. Here we go. Let's go side to side. I'm just doing the bound part. Side to side. Push. If you're new to our online workouts, if you're new to the on-demand, just do the bounds. You can always add the kettlebell or dumbbell later in the month.
3 seconds.
And time. Woo! Oh yeah, oh yeah. with those hops. We got it, coach. We're killing
March
it.
is gonna be something else.
That's it.
Getting you ready for spring.
Spring.
Springing into shape.
That's it.
2 and.
I gotta shed this winter coat.
All right, guys. Single digits, 8 seconds. Oh.
2 down. 1 to go. 1 to go.
Oh boy.
This is it. I'm always psyched up for the last one.
Yes.
Some people are like, oh, I got 1 more. No, you gotta change that mental narrative. It's the last one. It's time to get after it. This 4th quarter.
All right.
3rd period if you're a hockey fan.
Digging in.
9th inning. I got all kinds of sports analogies.
Woo!
Woo!
7 seconds.
It's only an 8-kilo bell, but it's getting heavy, isn't it, Coach?
Yeah.
Time.
Woo! Has something to do with those deadlifts that just wrapped up.
And started. We've been deadlifting today.
Ay, ay, ay.
Working some booty work.
Lots of booty work. I'm starting to feel the fatigue. It's good. That'll remind me to just get out of my seat a little more often.
That's it. All right, last one of these side hops from the plank position. Side to side, side to side. If you're doing non-impact, here's what we're going to do. Step, 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 step. I always forget to show the non-impact
I
version.
can do it on the last one.
Always on the last
Perfect
one.
timing.
Always on the last one.
Last 5 seconds.
And time. Very nice, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm getting. I'm gonna get myself a drink.
Woo! My goodness.
Yeah,
I'm ready for a nap.
that's right. This is why when you work out with us, we always give like that 2-minute. I've watched some workout DVDs and online stuff, and they're like, okay, at the end, all right, let's go stretch now. And I was like, hold on. Like, my heart rate is this high right now. I gotta let it come down just a little bit.
Yeah.
So. Whew. You ready to stretch now?
I'm ready for a nap. I wasn't joking. Yes, stretching and then nap.
And then nap. And then little shavasana up to 20 minutes shavasana
That's
at the
right.
end. Are you napping? No, I'm just still doing
I'm
shavasana.
shavasanaing.
All right, let's start here. Yes, we did a lot of deadlifts, but I tell you what, the half rack squat is what got me today. So let's lean your hips. Now, if you have anything like yoga blocks, some people can't get their hips or their hands all the way back. Do you have like yoga blocks or something like that where you can elevate your hands just the littlest bit? Man, does it make a big
Yeah, and then
difference.
you can get your hips up nice
And
and
get your hips up
high
higher.
and get a good stretch.
All right.
Oh.
Now let's go straight out into child's pose. Now let's go up hands and knees now. What I'd like you to do is arch your back up as high as you possibly can. And drop your belly button down, all the way down to the ground. And what we're going to do now, thread the needle. We're going to take one hand, reach underneath, and then rotate up to the ceiling. Stretch out that back. But keep your hips over your knees. Don't sink way back into child's pose again. And let's get the other side. And now let's come into Cobra.
Very yoga inspired stretches today.
Yeah, focus on your breathing. Well, wait till you see what we're going into next.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, even more yoga. All right, from Cobra, let's come straight back into downward facing dog. And you can even drop your heels down to the floor. I want to feel it up the back of the legs, maybe even up to your back of your shoulders. Push your hands into the floor. Push that earth away from you. And then let's bring one leg up underneath. And let's go other side. And relax, ladies and gentlemen. Again, never miss a Monday. Maybe set that as a goal. We talked about that in January. 52 Mondays in a year. Can you set it to where you don't miss a Monday? I know that maybe your anniversary is on a Monday. Well, maybe you get up early and do it so that you don't have to do it in the evening. Or if it's a kids, there's always time. You have 24 hours in a day. They say the average American watches television 2 hours a day. Like, actually, the television's on for 7 hours a day. This is all through Nielsen reporting. 2 hours a day, people are actually engaged in watching television, and worldwide, statistically, 2 hours and 20 minutes spent scrolling social media.
Wow.
So that's 4 hours and 20 minutes that you're sitting and browsing, entertaining. So you can read for an hour a day. You can get an hour workout in a day just by cutting a little bit of that out. So you have the time. You just need to dedicate the time. Mondays are a great place to start.
Yeah.
You got anything for him, Coach?
No, I like that.
High five you, high five Coach. Great job. Okay. Go get hand sanitizer and everything. Jeez. Make it a great month. Be consistent. If you like the video, hit that like button. It makes us smile. If you haven't, subscribe. Tell your cousin in Wichita about this on demand. We'd love to have them.
Yeah.
All right. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.
Thank you, guys.